Welcome to Indulge. Today we have someone who is very interesting in the Chennai space for you, and we are going to speak to the Deputy High Commissioner of the UK, Halima Holland, and just ask her about how she settled into Chennai and what is she doing here, what does she look forward to, and what are her views about the city. So, Your Excellency, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. So the question which somebody would have asked you thousands of times, when did you actually come to Chennai?
I arrived in Chennai about a year ago, last November. So I feel like I've started to see everything that Chennai has to offer, and I've seen all the seasons. I'm here for my second monsoon season now. And in the summer, I went through all of the periods that Chennai has to offer, hot, hotter and hottest.
That must be interesting. I mean, coming from England, which is a much cooler country, how did you adjust to the weather here?
It was quite a challenge. I quite like the heat. So I definitely thought about where I was coming before I applied to come to Chennai. But it was a little bit of a struggle. I wasn't used to feeling quite that kind of overwhelming heat. So I made sure that I had a lot of rest. I enjoyed being inside in the AC. And taking little breaks out of the city.
What about the humidity? Does it affect you?
I don't really mind it, actually. I think as long as you can get that time inside to cool down. So I definitely kind of think carefully about how I'm managing my time.
And did you shift by yourself or has your family come with you?
So I've come with my husband. We got married last year.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And we also have a dog. So we relocated our dog from the UK.
What dog is that?
She's a Labrador.
Oh,
so she's
lovely.
quite big and she's full of energy.
And she's made the journey all the way here from the UK.
She did. She came all the way from England to Chennai.
Wow, that's very nice. So tell me, Halima, have you explored the city? Have you seen Chennai? What did you like about Chennai?
I feel like I've got around quite a lot of Chennai. So when I first arrived, I tried to see a lot of the history. So I visited Fort St. George. I've been to some of the older areas like Mylapore. And of course, I've been to the beach. And then I've been a little further out of town as well. I've been to Mahabalipuram to see the temples there, and also to Kanchipuram.
Okay, so did you take in a lot of culture from Chennai?
Yeah, well, there's so much. So
there's so much to see.
Yeah, there's that real mix as well as a very ancient history and culture, which I really enjoy. And then there's that more modern influence and the history that the British were quite involved with as well, which is interesting in its own way.
Okay, have you been up to places like Pondicherry or things like that?
Yes, I've been to Pondicherry a few times. I cover Pondicherry in my role, so I've been both for work but also for pleasure. And I've really enjoyed getting to see the city and eating some really tasty food there as well.
Well, the French have had a bit of an influence there, so a lot of cuisine is French influence. But tell me, have you been, when I talk to you about going out and it's about meeting people and have you interacted with people around and with the locals?
Well, of course. So as a diplomat, I always think my main job is getting to know people. It's a very relationships focused job. So I've really enjoyed getting to meet local people in Chennai and across Tamilnadu. So I've met lots of people in this role and I found that everybody is incredibly warm and welcoming. I think of all the overseas postings that I've done, this is the one where it's felt like people are really pleased to have you there and really keen to share a bit of their lives and their culture. It's felt very easy to make friends here.
So you think you are making a bridge between the two cultures, British and Indian cultures? It's always been there, but
I really hope so. We often talk about the living bridge between the UK and India because we have so much that's in common. And that's not just history, like you said, it's always been there, but it's there even more now with the really strong diaspora that we have in the UK from India, but also people who have experienced that and they've come back to India and they've brought that bit of British culture with them. And we really feel that that's something that's alive and that we want to nurture. So I hope that I'm bringing a bit more of that to my work in Chennai.
That's good. So how many years do you typically get posted here? 3 or so?
Our regular time is 3 years in one country. Sometimes it's a little more or less. It can depend on circumstances. But that's the natural pattern for a diplomat. And actually that can make it very hard to make friends. You're always rotating. But I found that in Chennai, people are really open to getting to know people who are here on these short-term assignments.
So are you looking forward to the next 2 years here?
Definitely, yes. I think we always say that you spend that first year adjusting when you're in a new place. And then once you've got past the first year, you really know what you're doing and you can start to enjoy yourself.
So you do feel that you're adjusted now and this
Yes,
thing?
I think so. I think I've settled in pretty well. I've got a really good feel for the work that I'm doing and my team here at the Deputy High Commission. And then on a personal level, I think that my husband has settled in well. He's really enjoying the Chennai sports scene. He plays a lot of pickleball.
Pickleball is becoming very big in the city. But that's interesting because I thought you would be interested in something more like golf. But pickleball, I mean, now that you mention it,
I
it's...
think because it's very sociable as well. And we found that there are groups of people who will invite you out to play. And it's a really nice way to get to know people.
I also love what you have done with the space around here. I was told that you're planning to turn it into a social club kind of a thing.
Yes, we have a really beautiful office estate here in Chennai. It's one of the sort of old country house gardens in Nungambakkam. And as part of that, we have a small club on our site. So we've opened that up primarily for British businesses or for people who invest in the UK, so that we have that space where they can network and they can also come and socialise with other Brits and hear about the recent opportunities and things that are going on.
Okay, now you've told me that you've been a lot around Chennai and a little bit even out of it. So what are the top things you would like to see in India besides Chennai?
Oh, that's a really good question. So I'm really keen to get out a bit more across Tamilnadu and to get to the south. So I've got Madurai
Further south?
on my list and Chettinad. They're two places I really want to go and visit. But of course, I've got a kind of wider India list. Rajasthan's on there naturally. And then some of the places that are harder to get to. I really want to go to the Andaman Islands and experience that.
There's this thing. Have you seen tigers?
No.
Okay.
No, not yet.
But soon enough, maybe. So if there is one thing that you would like to say, not really a message to the people, but I would say more of what you think you're doing here and how you're reaching and affecting people, what would be that one message that you would like to put out to the people of Chennai?
I think, firstly, I have to say a big thank you to the people of Chennai who have been so incredibly warm and welcoming to me as a newcomer to their city. And then what I'd really like is to just hear a bit from some of your listeners about how they view the UK and how they think we can continue to build that relationship between the UK and India. So I'd love to hear their thoughts.
Wish you all the best. Thank you for an amazing thing, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much.
So there you have it, the free and frank views of Her Excellency Halima Holland, the Deputy High Commissioner to Chennai, Tamil Nadu, largest area. Actually, herself explained in her this thing. I hope you enjoyed this short interview. Follow our social channels and come back for more. We'll be up soon with another one soon.